Well, hello there. Thank you for joining another epic installment of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's your boy Gio here from Manga Geekdom, joined by the one and only Jim Joe Babalu of the Comic Salad Podcast. And tonight, we got a lot of interesting topics to discuss in the world of manga. We got old convention news that we promised we would talk about, some surprising goofs and gaffs, and of course, the big thing. We're a week late, but that's okay. Who's counting? We will be previewing all the cool manga that are coming out in the month of July, the very month we are on now. So very excited to do all of that. But first and foremost, Jim Joe, how you been? How you doing? What's happening?
I'm good. I'm tired. I'm keeping it together.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. Thank you for joining me as always. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor as well. Let's say hello to InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnis, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And there's a loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% off to your book orders when you place books on a weekly basis. How about that? Great packaging and wonderful customer service only at InStockTrades.com. Let's share the screen here and take a look at what's happening over on IST. Let me zoom in a little bit. So these are your current deals of the week. If you want to find out about the new ones, you gotta have to tune into the Monday show. We'll give you the sneak peek before they drop. Of course, you got the Lex Luthor YA book here. You got some Prince Valiant, Spider-Man Marvel Premiere, Spider-Man Marvel Premiere Collection. Rohan Kishibe is the manga deal of the week, the third hardcover. Look at that, $13, 38% off. That's great. You're not going to get that at the other sites. You get it here, baby, InStockTrades.com. Also, Wrestle Heist trade paperback. Here are some of the new releases, including a big one that we will preview in a little bit. Credits Roll into the Sea, Volume 1 from Dark Horse. You can get it for $9 at InStock Trades, or $9.74. You know, who's counting? One of my favorites, look at that, Darasano Rewa. And of course, you got a bunch of top sellers. If we scroll all the way back up, there are some sales happening. Clearances, damages, red tags, and the 24-hour flash sale is back for Labyrinth. The graphic novel is on sale right now, 60% off. So all that and more when you visit our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Shout out. Whew. Thank you, Best Mod. Kane, thank you so much for joining. Good evening. Rachel in the house, what up? Thank you for joining. James, am I early? You were, but then we started late, so sorry about that. So you were, I guess you were early. Whatever.
9 minutes late is early for this show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, what's been happening on your end?
Well, we had the whole birthday thing last week. And we finally played the game.
Give me one quick second. I'll be right back. Let me address something over here. I'll be right back real quick.
We did the game. If anyone wants to watch the recorded version of that, is over on my channel. It was from last Friday, so you'll find it over there. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know who won, turn away now. But Bean Queenie won the game. I thought that I was being clever, and I thought I had it in the bag towards the end there, but I did not clinch the win, unfortunately. But that's okay. And then my weekend was just like birthday related. I went out to dinner with my family on Saturday, and then Sunday, all the guys came over and we grilled some steaks, and that was a whole event because the charcoal was not igniting on the grill, and someone decided to try to use butane, and so that created quite a flame. and then a shelf fell on one of my friends when we were trying to move something from the living room, or not the living room, from the dining room into one of the libraries, and it like slipped and hit him on the foot. So it was a whole thing, like at least 2 injuries, I think more, but everyone had fun.
Sorry about that. I was
It's
addressing
okay.
some technical difficulties, but we're okay.
I was vamping and talking about my weekend, and now I'm ready to
Nice.
get into this new weekend. And tomorrow night is Evil Dead, and then Saturday I've got two parties back to back. One is for a 3-year-old and the other one is for a 40-year-old. So
Okay. Very different from each other.
yeah. Or is
But
she
damn,
40?
dude. Okay. 2 parties. You
Yeah.
go, dude.
And then Sunday, I think we get a day of rest, but I need to mow the lawn. So I might just call someone to do that because I need to
You
rest.
need actual rest. So, yeah.
What about you? What you been doing?
I've been helping building a rock garden. So I told Jess, I never told the chat on Monday, but over the past couple of weeks, I've been going to Home Depot and loading and unloading 50-pound bags of rocks. And that has not been fun. The other day, I was just physically and mentally exhausted. So a lot of times when I'm on here, I build up my adrenaline to do this show. And then after we're done and I leave and I turn everything off, I just crash out. So that has been a lot of fun. Once it's done, I'll share some pictures. But that has taken most of my time recently. And H Field is not in here. Damn it. I was just about to say I started watching anime again after like a year. I don't know. So I build a list. It's a small one of the current shows that are airing. So I only have I tried not going overboard because previously I would do like 23 different shows per season, which is insane. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shows right now, which is pretty good. Some of them I had to sail the 7 seas, not to talk about the publisher, but the high seas. Let's do that because I'm no longer subscribed to Crunchyroll. And I ranted about this somewhere. I don't know if it was on Discord, but I got upset because there was some stats or something that said Netflix and some other streaming platform, they're the new kings of anime, whatever. I'm like, that's not true. I've had Crunchyroll for years. Yeah, Netflix gets older stuff, but when it comes to seasonal things, they never get anything. Maybe 1 or 2 shows. That's it. And the other competitors like Hulu, Disney Plus, or maybe Prime, they'll get like 2 or 3, and that's it. Meanwhile, Crunchyroll gets like a billion things. And so I was like, I was looking forward to seeing what Netflix would pick up and stuff that I could watch because I ain't got time to pirate stuff. I'll be honest. I'm tired. I'm tired of browsing the internet and looking for stuff and putting it in on a USB drive so I can place it on the big screen TV. So that's too much work. I don't care anymore. So low effort. Netflix only has 2 shows right now, and they are Thunder 3 and Chainsmoker Cat, which couldn't be they're so far apart from each other. And then the rest of the shows are either on Crunchyroll, and I think the only one that is on Prime is Ghost in the Shell. Mushoku Tensei is on Disney Plus or Hulu. I believe Bleach will be there as well, and then everything else that people know, I'm watching illegally. But all those shows are on Crunchyroll, which include Kaiju Girl Caramelis, Darasan of Reiwa, Red River, Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games, Goodbye Lara, Mushiko Tensei 100 Girlfriend Season 3, Witch in Mongol, and something else that I don't remember what. But yeah, that's what's been happening with me. There we go. Hfield, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Popping in real quick to say hi. Currently watching Dracula. Whoa, nice. Good watch. Yeah. Keep watching that and then watch the stream later.
I watched the first episode of Thunder 3.
What'd you think? Okay, go first. You go first.
I'm not crazy about the heavy CG animation.
Yeah. I was
especially because they use the CG for both, like the cartoon world and the real world.
Yeah.
So they don't appear that like uncanny, I guess. They don't feel like they shouldn't be there as much as they do in the manga. But I don't think I was really expecting that much, because have we really ever gotten a great adaptation of something by Oku before?
I was down for the kids to be CG. I didn't mind that. I thought the real world, quote unquote, was going to be highly detailed, hand drawn.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, as soon as I saw the dragonfly in CG, I'm like, shoot. Okay. It's still cool because I really like the story, and I think it hits some of the emotional notes pretty well, adapting the manga and stuff. But I was visibly upset when I saw the animation being the same, basically.
I'll probably keep up with it just because it's an easy watch, and it's already dubbed, so I can easily put it on while I'm working on stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, I don't know. I think that's the only, and I will watch the first episode of Ghost in the Shell soon. And then I'll probably watch Chainsmoker Cat pretty soon too. But we've actually been watching other stuff right now. Like we started watching Bleach
Nice.
a couple weeks ago or so. And
oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that before.
We are
the whole chat conversation.
We're on like episode 30, I want to say.
Damn.
So Ichigo has beaten Ikaku, and Kenpachi is trying to find him right now. So that's approximately where we are. Uryu just used his new and improved bow for the first time. So it's pretty fun. We're having fun with that. My plan is to go through Soul Society, so episode 63, and then stop, do other stuff, and then come back to it. Just because I don't want to like occupy us entirely by a series that's gonna, and I'm gonna skip the filler arcs. Just I don't care. But even still, I think skipping the filler arcs, there's still about 200 episodes of canon material in the first anime, and then another 52 once Thousand Year Blood War ends.
Yeah.
So it's still a lot of material. Nothing compared to when we went through all of One Piece, but it's still a lot. But so we're on that. We watched the first episode of Golden Boy yesterday because I finally got that Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
That was a hoot. That was a load of fun. Really enjoyed that. So we're going to continue that. And that's only 6 episodes. We're going to continue that soon. And then we watched so I had shown sometime last year, I showed Carly Evangelion. I probably talked about it back when we were watching it. And the ending of the series hit her so heavy that she's like, I was like, okay, well now we have to watch the movie. And she's like, I can't do it. And I was like, okay. She's like, I need a break. And I didn't realize that taking a break would mean like 10 months later or something.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
A week or two. Finally, a week or two ago, she was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to like watch the Evangelion movie. And it's funny because like I have Evangelion posters above the TV, or prints above the TV. So it's like constantly in front of us.
Ominously watching over. Like, watch us. But the
Just
good
finally,
thing is, the good thing is, Rebuild 1.11 it eases you back into it, so it's a good way to start again.
I'm talking about End of Evangelion.
Oh! I thought you meant the Rebuild movies. My
No,
bad.
no. We watched the series, and
Oh.
then episodes 25 and 26 fucked her up.
Oh boy.
She
Okay.
was
Damn.
like, I can't go forward. And I was like, okay. 10 months later, I'm ready. We watched it the other night, watched it Tuesday night, and she's like even more fucked up. She was like, I was like, are you okay? She's sitting there on the couch, like crying and like holding her like a pillow, and she's like,
it's some heavy stuff. Yeah.
I was like, what's wrong? Are you like, is it like existential dread? And she's like, it's depression and existentialism and just like the fear of nobody loves you, and the fear of all this and like all these different things. And she's like, basically she related a bit too heavily to Shinji.
Okay.
And it's rough. The funniest part of it was when you hit the middle of the movie and they hit you with the credits right in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's like Shinji screaming. He's like, ah! She's like,
and then,
is that it? I was like, nope. And then it just keeps going for like a couple minutes of the credits. And she's like, there's like a post credit. And I was like, the second half of the movie is the post credits.
Basically,
why would they do that? I was like, I don't know. It's funny.
it was a weird, experimental phase for them. So,
and when they show like, because you go through towards the spoilers for a 20-year-old movie or whatever, towards the end of it, and they show footage from the theaters, and there's all the people just like, you can don't know how to react. They're like,
yeah. And I think there's one guy flipping off the camera or something in the shot.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there was. And
then they show the death threats that Ano received. I remember that. Crazy.
She was like, that's me, like sitting here not knowing what to think. I didn't cry at the end of the movie, but I did cry when Asuka dies because it's so heavy of a scene. Like,
yeah, it's pretty rough.
She's going through it. She's like, I'll kill you. And then they send all the mass production units down, and she's just running through them like John Wick. And then like they come back, and when the Lance of Longinus goes through and she just screams, it's like that's a punch to the gut. Anyway, that was fun. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so it was fun for me. And then I had to lift her up, and that's why we watched. No, we didn't watch Golden Boy that night. We watched one episode of Prison School because I was like, this is stupid enough. And then we watched Interstellar 5555.
Have you seen all of Prison School, by the way?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. I'm very interested to see the reception for that because it's such an underrated comedy. I love it.
I love how just insane like all of the characters are about everything, and how
the torture scenes in the prison.
The first episode when the vice president or whatever,
the vice principal thing. Well, yeah.
The vice president of the student council or whatever. The personalities lady. The very first scene where they like zoom through her legs and get the cross shots, and then she's like torturing them, and all the guys are just like super into it. She like spits at the one guy and he just has his mouth open. He's like, ah.
Forgot about that. Oh man.
Oh wait, no. Was that Prison School or was that Golden Boy? Because the same thing happened in Golden Boy.
I think it's Prison School.
They also his like boss lady in the first episode of Golden Boy is like beating the shit out of him, and I'm pretty sure I think it was Golden Boy where he like opens his mouth, but
Oh God.
but they're doing she was like, clean my shoes, like lick my shoes, and the guy was like, yes, and then the main dude comes out. It was Andre, the big like dude with the earlobes
and the tiny face.
Yes, he's got the tiny face, and then the main dude jumps in and he's like, no. He's like, what? No, I was gonna please.
The dub is really good for that series too. I remember watching the dub the first time.
I watched it for the first time 3-4 years ago. I was like packing last minute to go to San Diego Comic-Con, and I put it on as something to put in the background, and I wound up watching the whole I stayed up all night just watching the whole 12 episode series. I was like, I should probably sleep, but this is really funny.
There is an OVA which covers one of the stories after the whatever volume they adapted towards the end. But yeah, we never got a season 2, unfortunately.
Womp womp.
There was a comment here that I wanted to highlight. Where the heck is it? I hope Just is doing all right. I heard from BFC that he isn't doing well. I had no idea. I sent him a creepy ghost TikTok today, and he was in the chat. So I hope he's feeling better. That's what I do as a friend.
He's been talking to us in the chat, so I didn't know that he was under the weather.
And I'll reveal a secret, chat. Sometimes when friends stream, I'll put them on in the background, but I don't listen to the stream. I'm just there to support the algorithm ratio, whatever the hell. So I clicked on BFC towards the end and just let it play in the background. While I was working, of course. That's how you got to do it. Oh, here's the comment. Javi, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. On my way to pick up my pulls. Looking forward to reading Absolute Batman. Nice. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. If I did, please do forgive me. Please share the best restaurant recommendations in the Houston area. McDonald's, Arby's, and the Cheesecake Factory. Those would be my 3.
We have,
as a Houston visitor, non-native.
We have some of the legitimately, this is not just me pumping up my chest as a Houstonian, but some of the best food in the nation. And it's like a ton of foods originated in Houston that like people don't realize. Like, did you know that the guy who invented condensed milk was a guy who like laid out the streets in Houston?
Really? I don't know that.
Yeah. Anyway, I would say
sorry, Whitey. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. I don't know what I said.
I would say you have to get some Tex-Mex while you're out here. My choice, I went for my birthday because I really like their meat. Lupe tortilla, but the OG, like the original fajitas, come from Mama Ninfa's on Navigation. You have to go to the original Mama Ninfa's on Navigation. Fantastic fajitas. I'm assuming that you eat meat, but if you don't, I apologize. So you got to get the fajitas over at Mama Ninfa's. I would say like go to a Shipley Donuts for breakfast, get some glazed donuts, and get some kolaches. My preference personally would be sausage, cheese, and jalapeno. If you don't like spicy, then just sausage and cheese. Just plain glazed donuts, especially if they have them fresh. I went to one nearby the house, and the guy, like, when I ordered my donuts, instead of getting the fresh ones, he went to the back and like found a bag and just handed me cold donuts. I was like, what the hell? But I recently learned that Shipley, they had to create a new way of making donuts so that the glaze, the icing, would not would actually adhere to the donut in the Houston heat and humidity. So it's a special type of glaze that they created here. For barbecue, there's a lot of good places, probably better places than what I'm going to say, but my go-to for as long as I've lived here, growing up, and then I left for like 10 years and I came back, and now as I'm back, Papa's Barbecue, Pappas. You can't go wrong with pretty much anything, but I love getting a barbecue baked potato over there. Papa's Burgers is also good, but I think my favorite burger in Houston might be Southwell's. There's, I think, 2 locations for Southwell's, and it's just a good burger. That's the best way I can say it. It's just a good burger. If you want a good, like, greasy ass burger, like the bag is dripping type burger, Bubba's Burger Shack is great. I know there's a ton of other places, but I'm not going to go on for much longer. Those are just off the top of my head, some of the restaurants that I like to frequent. But you can also get amazing Vietnamese food. Preparing to move at the end of the month. Okay. Well, there's from near you. Okay. Well, you're gonna have plenty of time to
near. Yeah.
You're gonna have plenty of time then if you're moving out here to discover places. But yeah, you have to. There's we have like Chinatown, but we also have Viettown, and Viettown has amazing restaurants, amazing Vietnamese food. So many. The last place I went was Pho Bin. They have great pho. They also have fantastic banh mi, but you can get like incredible Vietnamese food like almost anywhere. I don't eat crawfish for like the stupidest reason, but Vietnamese style boiled crawfish is supposed to be incredible as well.
The bee's knees, as they say. Chat, for the sake of for the lulz, I want to very quickly catch everybody up to speed on what happened over at Anime Expo, and I'm gonna do it in the most in the dumbest way possible. So indulge me for a second here. I gathered all the links while we were talking about food.
Love talking about food.
Yeah. So shout out to friends of the show, Anime News Network, because I'm just gonna hijack their site for like 5 minutes here. And I'm thinking, like, did we talk about this? But I forgot that we did the board game stream. So I'm like, oh yeah, we talked about it over there, but not on Omnibros. So there's that. Okay, I think I'm ready. Hold on. All right, this is gonna be pretty quick. Even Mahjong Pros got a thing. Okay. First, we have the Harvey Awards, and the manga nominees for that are hold on, children, young adult, best manga. We got Billy Bat, Naoki Urasawa, Takashi Nagasaki, from Kana Abrams. He Rolled Me Up Like a Grilled Squid by Yoshiharu Tsuge, drawn in Quarterly. Land by Kazumi Yamashita from Yen Press. Miss Ruki from Fumiko Takano from New York Review Comics. My Gorilla Family by Ijima Ichiro from Living the Line. And My Life in 24 Frames Per Second by Rintaro from Kana Abrams. Real quick, what you think of these nominees?
I think it's a good
no viz, no nothing. No.
Yeah, it's a good spread that highlights some of the newer and smaller publishers. The biggest one on there is Yen Press, and it's Land, so it's not like one of the big like the ones that have like blockbuster anime adaptations going right now, you know. So I
Right.
think it's a good spread. I think I feel personally like it will probably wind up going to Billy Bat. I have read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all but the last one. I've read all but the last one of these, and just I probably am biased because of being a Urasawa fan, but I think that that's the best one out of the bunch. My second
Right.
favorite is probably My Gorilla Family.
I forgot about that book. I wanted to get it because the cover looked amazing.
Yeah, it's got a gorilla.
Right. So there you go. Shout out to the Harvey Awards whenever that happens. We'll talk about it. Okay, so speed run time. Oh my god. I don't care for these things. This is brought to you by Star Wars Visions and Anime News Network. So Tokyo Pop at what is it? Anime Expo licensed all this. Look at that. Fantastic. Hey, let's go. And then Omoy got all of this. Shout out. Manga Mavericks. All right. What the hell is this? I don't know. Whatever. Seven Seas, God bless them, did all this. All of that and that and that. Remember when they used to just type it out? Now they're including the tweet. That's interesting. Kind of lazy. ANN. Okay, I see you. All of this. Shout out. You can zoom in, pause it, but I know you guys watching. You already know what got announced. We're just covering our bases here. A shout out. Okay. And then Mahjong, we talked about them briefly last week, but here are the slides for their books. Shout out. Yen Press. Look at all this. Yen Press. What up? Okay. Wee. Okay. Dark Horse. All that. The biggest highlight, which people were excited for, was HP. Of course not. It was Gantz. And I decided, I know this is more important than the solicit. I decided that I will be collecting the freaking deluxe editions. So I guess I'll sell the Omnis closer to April of next year. So I'm ready for this. Let's go, baby. Sorry. I clicked on Mahjong twice. Anyways, that was what happened at Anime Expo. So shout out. We covered the more relevant, important announcements aside from Gantz and stuff on the Thursday stream last week and on your birthday bash extravaganza as well.
Yeah, we
so
talked a little bit more.
We're good. I'm gonna say it. I am a little disappointed that the Gantz thing is silver because I associate the series with red and black. But I guess you already have Berserk with the red and black motif, so makes sense. But I kind of wanted it to be like bright red, the Gantz logo. But cover not final, so we'll see.
I had asked, I didn't get an answer, but I asked Will like if he knew if they were gonna do, you know how the paperbacks, it was like red and then blue and then white.
Yeah.
I asked if they were gonna separate like that, and I don't know if he knows yet. Because I don't know if they've designed all the way through.
Also, this is on the surface, this is a very shallow question, but if you think about it, kind of makes sense to ask it. What's going to happen when? Because I assume if they're going to go with this thing of showing the bodies, the suits, what happens when you're going to highlight some of the more personality-driven characters in Gantz? Is it just going to be a one pair right there in front of the cover with no face? You know what I mean? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
The real question is, do their suits don't look that different from each other though? That's so you like every
unless we just do this and keep it consistent for 13 more volumes.
Yeah, 12. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if they've distributed them all the way. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing because the
the covers are going to stay the same. I asked Luna the same question. Gio, he answered on Reddit. Okay.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Damn it. Okay, never mind. My goof failed. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. You were saying something, and I interrupted.
No, I was just saying. I'm not sure if they're going to do that, this, that, but if the answer is already out there, then it's out there.
There you go. So that happened. Shout out. Okay. And then here's what we came here for. We're going back to Yata Tachi. You can visit them at yatatachi.com. It's a cool vlog where they highlight a bunch of stuff in the anime, manga, manhwa, and so on and so forth world, pop culture, and all that stuff. You can check them out. Free plug right there. And join their Patreon, follow them on social media, whatever you want to do, go for it. The only reason I stopped using them was that they did not line up with this show when we were doing on the first of the first week of the month, or sometimes before.
They were always a little bit later.
Yeah,
I don't know if they've fixed that or if it's just because I think this was available for last Thursday.
Yes.
So maybe they've started getting them out like on time. Right. I can't complain about things being on time personally, but yeah.
YP just finished Vinland Saga after your recommendation and that story, and boy did that story go downhill real fast. Well, that's a shame. But hey, it's never guaranteed that everyone's gonna love everything absolutely. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
What? I don't know. Downhill?
I don't know. I'm surprised because it has such critical acclaim.
It's the best parts of the story are in the latter part.
I don't know.
The most. I mean, if you go into it expecting that it's going to be an action series, I guess.
I don't know. YP, would you be interested in watching the anime? Sometimes I'll read a manga and I'm like, I don't know about this. And then I'll watch the anime adaptation and I see it in a different light. And then I go back to the manga and I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. And then I appreciate it on a different level. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm weird.
I don't know if I like when I started reading Vinland Saga, if I was not caught off guard by the narrative change because I was familiar with his previous works, like with Planets.
Yeah.
And it's he thrives not in an action setting. Yeah. So I whenever I started reading it, it felt weird that it was the way that it was, and then once it gets to the more dramatic and introspective stuff, that's when I was like, this is the Yukimura that I know and love.
I think part of that might have been the anime. The anime dropped in 2019 summer on Prime Video, I think. And it was one of those shows that it was so well done that people were like, oh, this is like hell yeah, and like Vikings and fighting and that was immediately after people experiencing the Berserk Deluxe editions for the first time. So you had a whole influx of new readers tuning in thinking this is like Berserk but with Vikings, but it's a totally different experience. Like you mentioned, it's a very different story. That's not the purpose of it, the violence. So I don't know. But I do blame some of that and not YP, please, for the record. I'm talking in general. From what I see online, a lot of the mentality comes from people that experiences the 2019, the first season, which was really violent and well drawn and animated, blah, 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 and thinking it's going to be like this 24/7. And then they reach the next stuff and they're like, what is this? And they drop it. I remember
I actually made a video on TikTok pretty early when I started doing stuff on there. When someone asked me about Vinland Saga, and I was like, "Oh man, I love Vinland Saga," and I said, "I'm willing to make a bet that when the second season comes out, a lot of people are going to drop it because it's not going to be exactly what they expected after what they've just seen." And I was like, which is a shame because the Farmland saga, the Farmland arc, is probably the best part of the series. And a lot of people in the comments were like, no, like disagreeing with me. And then sure enough, when season 2 came out, that's exactly what happened. And there was people that came through and they were like, I owe you an apology. You was right.
I got you this.
Oh, sick. Lego flowers.
Nice. That's so pretty. Let me highlight you. Hold on. Look at that.
We have a ton of the botanical Lego sets.
I remember that. Yeah, you have quite a few. Cool. Bye-bye. This is my ADHD brain. Give me a second, chat. I just saw something and I'm freaking out. Hold on. This is unrelated to manga. A lot of people are going to go like, what the fuck is happening? But that's just how my brain works. I'm really, really, really excited about something. I posted the image on where did I post it? On my Discord. But we got new Sonic figures and I wanted to highlight them because why the hell not? Hold on. So we're getting this was from last week, I think. We are getting a shout out to the Sonic Collector Scoop. I follow them on Twitter. They just post all the Sonic merch, everything, and in between. The Sonic Collector Scoop, Jax. I collect the Jax specific 4-inch wave of Sonic figures, and they revealed Wave 25, and it has Storm the Albatross. That is amazing. I still don't have Jet, which is a shame, but I plan on getting him soon. And now I guess I got to add Storm to the list. But that's not all, because I just learned that we're getting a Wave 26, including Wave the Swallow. She is the remaining character for the Sonic Riders trio. That's so cool. I love it. And the rest of the figures in the wave, I don't care. I already have them. But if you don't have a Knuckles, sorry, go ahead.
They keep repeating, like, there's always like Sonic and there's always Knuckles and there's no like variance to it.
That's my main complaint about Jax. Shout out. I think they do a good job with the figures, but every wave has a Sonic. There are so many Sonics. I think there are over 100 if you count all the variants. Knuckles has a bunch. Tails, Amy, Fang. This is the third version of Fang. You got the tiny one, the 2.5 inch, the 4-inch one that comes with the wanted poster, and now this one that has the quick speed television thing from the game. I don't care about any of this. However, I would like to get the gems because I don't have them. I think maybe I could find on Amazon somebody selling like playset gems or something made out of plastic, so I can assemble them. They should look pretty accurate. I don't know, but yeah, Wave and Storm and Wave. Let's freaking go! I am so excited about that. I just wanted to point that out. In the Storm Wave, however, Cream, Cream. This version of Cream does not have cheese. Rest in peace. Just her with the. Or no, actually, no. Wait. In the original release, she did not come with cheese. And then Sonic, I believe this is the first time we're getting this version in as a 4-inch, because I do remember this in the 2.5. And then this Tails, I have this one, but this is the variant with the little iPad tablet thing that he creates. I don't know. But I already have the figure, so there's no point in me getting this. But man, Storm and Wave. Let's go, dude. I'm very close to completing the sets. For the 4-inch, I still need Fang 4-inch, Mechasonic, Infinite, which is extremely expensive online. That's one of the rarer ones. I was going to grab 3D or modern Robotnik, but I'm fine just keeping the vintage, the classic one, the very rotund Eggman. So just those 4, and from the heroes, the birds, obviously, that I just mentioned, Jet, Storm, and Wave, and I don't have a Mighty to complete Team Chaotix, nor do I have Charmy. Charmy is the holy grail. This is like 100 minimum to acquire a Charmy online. It is that rare. So there you go. If anybody sees a Charmy by any chance and it's there for cheap, grab it. And if you're interested in selling it to me, I would be thankful. If not, just go get it and then resell it. I don't care. So yeah, that's my Sonic talk for tonight. Sorry, folks. Back to the show. Let me go back to Yata Tachi. For some reason, I always thought it was Yata Ichi, and now I'm struggling to say Yata Tachi. Sorry about that. So these are the books that are coming out this month. We already have 1 week of releases, so we can go by that real quick. I hit all the digital stuff, so it should be good. Baki, do you have these? Baki 19 and volume 20?
I also have volumes 21 and 22.
Oh man, you're in the future.
They I don't know if they still are right now, but last I checked, they were available early on, at least on Alibris. So if anyone wants to get those early, you can get them there.
Whew. And then there's Smile, volume 4. Not safe for work, Faku books. All right. Also, shout out to Faku for getting vintage. They announced over at Anime Expo that they are licensing, preserving visual novels and dating sims from the early 90s on the what's the model number called for the computer? The FC98, whatever the thing. It was one of those vintage computers that could play the games. It wasn't actually a console. But that is really, really, really cool. I could care less about the games. I'm never going to play those. But just the act of them preserving all of that is pretty cool, I think. July 7th, which already happened, but let's just imagine it didn't. You got Ancient Magus Bride, Volume 23, Barbarian's Bride, Volume 7. Those are from Seven Seas, as well as Coral's Reef, Volume 2, which we talked about a while ago on the show. Kodansha is putting out Blue Summer Haze, Volume 1. A lot of people were looking forward to that one. A lot of people are looking forward to the credits roll into the sea. I picked up my copy from In Stock Trades. Novels. Damn you. No. Viz is doing Hema 10 Volume 1, which just ended, I think. Either this month or the one before.
Did it?
I think so. I think I read on one of the news sites that Hema 10 was ending, or they published the final chapter. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It ended on the 29th of June.
There you go. History of the Kingdom of Orksen, how the barbarian Orcish nation came to burn down the peaceful Elfland. Absurd title aside, I love the art on this book series.
This really one looks dope as hell. I am excited to check that one out. And for people who don't like really cool artwork, there's also a light novel version coming out.
Right. If you're one of those weirdos, I'm joking, by the way, that only likes words and not pictures. Oh, there you go. Tokyo Pop, Hit Me Hard with Desire. this is not the cover because I saw the original cover and it's not like anyway, whatever. Seven Seas has I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons, volume 5. The Safe for Work version of Imaizumi Brings All the Gals to His House, volume 6. It's coming out. Infinity Force, volume 8 from Nakama Press.
That one's got just 2 more volumes left. And if you're a fan of like tokusatsu stuff, it's a lot of fun because it's basically just a giant crossover between a bunch of tokusatsu characters.
Nice. The King's Beast, volume 18 from Viz Media, and it includes the limited edition. This is the final volume, and it has a bunch of extras along with a new cover. Seven Seas has The Lady Knight and the Beast-Eared Child, volume 6. Magic Maker, that's a light novel. Mocha the Cat and His Forever Family, volume 3. Look at Mocha. That's a cute cat. Shout out. From Square Enix, we have My Clueless First Friend, volume 9. Viz is doing My Hero Academia Team Up Missions, volume 8. Viz is also doing Not Your Idol, volume 4. New Age Exorcist, volume 7. One Piece, volume 112. And then from Seven Seas, we got Now That We Draw, volume 5. Tokyo Pop has The Boring Man and An Extraordinary Man. Viz published Otaku Vampires' Love Bite, volume 8. Phantom Busters, volume 4 as well. And then Square released The Prince's Keeper, volume 2. Kodansha is doing Shimazaki and the Land of Peace, volume 9. Square is putting out Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, volume 7. Damn, I only have the first 3. I did not know they were already up to volume 7.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. The anime, I think, dropped today on Crunchyroll as well, if you guys are interested. Snow White with the Red Hair, volume 27. From Viz, as well as Super Psychic Policeman Chojo, volume 4. From Seven Seas, we have Sword of the Demon Hunter Kijin Gentosho, volume 9. Viz has Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe, volume 3, which is the deal of the week at In-Stock Trade, so you better grab that for cheap. Seven Seas has a light novel there. Kodansha is doing Tune In to the Midnight Heart, volume 8. We got When a Clueless First-Person Shooter Player Falls into Another World, volume 2. That one is from Seven Seas. Then Viz has Yona of the Dawn, volume 46. To finish off the first week, this week that we're on. Week 2, we got from Viz, Akira, Failing in Love, volume 3. J Novel Club, Ascendance of a Bookworm Fan Book, volume 6. Viz Media is doing Beyblade X, volume 6. We got The Big Apple, volume 6 from Seven Seas. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill, volume 6. That one's really good. Case Closed. I wonder if these releases are going to continue saying Case Closed once the 3-in-1s come out with Detective Conan.
I imagine so.
Okay, so this is like the vintage version before the relaunching of the brand. So Case Closed, volume 99. Damn. Seven Seas. Is doing catnabs everywhere. I did not realize this was a cat, and I was just looking at the white portion and thinking, that is a funky little creature. What is that? And then I realized it's a fat cat. Shout out. An original Viz release, Champion of the Rose, volume 1 is coming out. We got from Seven Seas, Creature Girls, a hands-on field journal in another world, volume 15. That's when that one has the crazy covers. This is not a manga, but it should be because it's one of my favorite video games of all time. Darkstalkers finally gets a second hardcover. the Shadow Soul Saga. It's a bunch of one-shots collected. There's no ongoing Darkstalkers, by the way. But I will be getting that. Crossed Hearts is doing Darling, Why Don't We Divorce? Volume 1. Oh, and I forgot about this. Daily Report About My Witch Senpai, Volume 6 from Seven Seas. There's no cover, sorry. From Viz, we have Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated, a Magic the Gathering manga, Volume 8. I assume these still come with the cards inside?
Yes. Yeah, each volume does.
Nice. I want how what's the thing I want to ask here? How many cards in a deck? Can I build a deck with just the cards from these volumes?
I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I'm gonna resoundingly say no.
Damn. Okay. From Kodansha, we have Dragon Circus Volume 1. This is technically Volume 2. Volume 0, which came out earlier in the year, is the first volume here. So don't be fooled. You need to get Volume 0. From Kodansha, we have Drawing from Your Memory, Volume 2. Chunky Cat, yeah, hell yeah. The Drops of God, New World from Kodansha.
That's the last of the ones they're doing.
So this will make it or break it. They will look at the sales and determine, do we want to continue and put out actual new books for this?
It's odd though, because it's not like the first 4 volumes were, I think, volumes 1 through 8, like 2-in-1s, and then this jumps ahead. So it's not like this volume is volumes 9 and 10.
Okay.
So if they did want to do more, they're gonna have to like fill in blanks, and it's gonna be a really awkward thing. So I'm pretty sure they're just not going to.
Damn. Oh well. You can't build a deck. Okay. Sorry. I tried.
There's only 18 volumes of Destroy All Humans, and I not being a Magic player, I know that you need more than 18 cards, and also I know that you need a lot of other types of cards that they're not including with these books.
Square has a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth material, Ultimania. Viz Media is doing Firefly Wedding, Volume 7. Sublime is putting out Forest of the Rabbits, Volume 1. Seven Seas is doing Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent, Volume 7. Sorry. J Novel Club is doing Gushing Over Magical Girls, Volume 11. This one's not safe for work, by the way. Doesn't have the label, but I wanted to let you know. Kodansha, Honeybee and Lemon Balm, Volume 2. Viz is putting out I Want to End This Love Game, Volume 7. Still hasn't ended. We got from Seven Seas, I'm Fine with Being the Second Girlfriend, Volume 1. It's a spicy cover for Seven Seas non-Ghost book. Or is it Ghost Ship? Is this a Ghost Ship book?
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Okay. I get confused sometimes.
Let me look it up.
Let's see. Light novel. From Seven Seas, It's Just a Dream, right? Volume 3.
It is a Ghost Ship title.
It's a Ghost Ship. Okay, so it's a spicy, not safe for work book.
It's only rated 17 and up though. It's not an 18 and up mature book.
Oh, okay. So you might not see what you're expecting to see, but still, it's about like fooling around and stuff. So
you probably see personalities, but you might not see anything else than that.
Right. From Seven Seas, Kaiju Kamui. This is the final volume for that one. Viz, I completely forgot about this manga. Kirby Manga Mania Volume 9. Kodansha is doing Last Samurai Standing Volume 5. Yen Press is doing Love Unseen Beneath the Radiant Night Sky. From Seven Seas, we have Malevolent Spirits Mononogatari Volume 15. We got from Seven Seas Marriage to the Wolf and Interspecies Union, Volume 1. Sublime is putting out May I Have a Taste, Volume 2. Seven Seas has Might As Well Cheat. I Got Transported to Another World Where I Can Live My Wildest Dreams, Volume 11. This next one is one of my most anticipated for this month. Mistress Kanan is Devilishly Easy, the Omnibus edition. So we get the first 2 volumes here collected. The anime just aired, which covered around 6 to 7 volumes of material, but I have not seen it. I'm waiting to get this first and then read and watch the show at the same time. From Seven Seas, we have My Cute Cousin Always Gets Her Way, Volume 3. Tokyo Pop is doing My Noons and Midnights Are For You, Volume 2. We talked about this last week. Parasite Paperback Collection, Volume 8 from Kodansha. This is the final one to get the re-release of Parasite. Light novel. From Viz, we're getting Star Wars Visions Tsukumo. The art on this thing is insanely good. So I kind of want to grab it as well, even though I don't really care for the Star Wars books. But that's just me. Square Enix, The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest, Volume 31. This one's for... I'm going to read it because our good friend Bean Queenie is a massive Sugar Apple fairy tale, even though she's not here tonight. She would want me to read it. So Volume 10 of the light novel is coming out. The Silver Sugar Master and the Water King. I have not read this, but I did see the anime and loved it. So I do recommend it, just on that alone. This one is from Seven Seas. We have Tales of the 100 Monsters Next Door, Volume 3. From Tokyo Pop, The Unwanted Bride Loves the Crown Prince with All Her Heart, Volume 4. We got from Yen Press, The Water Magician, Volume 1. I'm not sure about that one. Really? Okay. Is it actually coming out? I don't remember that. Okay. Yen Press has Who Killed the Hero, Volume 3, Tale of the Hero. A novel here. From Viz, one of my favorites, Yaiba, Samurai Legend, Volume 5. We're almost done with this series. Just a couple more books. July 21st, the third week, we got Durkle, hashtag DRCL Midnight Children, Volume 6.
Hell yeah.
Viz, from Viz as well, Alice in Borderland Retry. We got a Faku book. I'm not even going to read it because it's a little embarrassing to read it on stream with my announcer voice. Seven Seas Entertainment, Betrothed to My Sister's Ex, Volume 3. Kodansha has Blue Lock, Volume 32. Viz is doing Boys Abyss, Volume 14. They are also doing Bug Ego, Volume 2, which is great. Highly recommend it. The Climber, Volume 6. You know what? I'll talk about it. The Dangers in My Heart, the novel. This is a light novel set in the manga world. I will have to pick this up because I am a massive fan of the series. So I'm grabbing a light novel. Oh boy.
It's the end of the world.
I know. I'm ready for it. Seven Seas is doing The Elf Sisters Can't Wait for the Night, Volume 5. This one's not safe for work. From Tokyo Pop, Eternal Covenant, Volume 5. From Kodansha, Gachikuda, Volume 11. We got, what is this? Grand Metal Organs, Volume 3 from Seven Seas. The Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable Omnibus Edition. This one has volumes 5 and 6. I think we talked about this. Historia is going to be a hardcover next year, right? Yeah.
Same format as the full color Parasite hardcovers.
Yeah. Oh boy, how do I read this? So yeah, Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. from Seven Seas. Square Enix, Hollow Earth Chronicles Side E, Yamato Fantasia Volume 3. What? Okay. And then check this out. That book is done by Kosuke Kurose, Yu Kururugi, and Covercore. This is an insane lineup of things that don't make sense to me, but somehow they work. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see it. From Kodansha, we have KX Yaku, Bound by Law, Volume 13. Seven Seas is doing Killing Me, Killing You, Volume 2. Some manga called Kingdom has a 9th volume from Viz. Shout out. Kodansha is doing Lonely Deaths Lie Thick as Snow, Volume 3. Kodansha is doing The Magnificent Bastard, Volume 3 hardcover. Udon, not a manga, but still it's Mega Man or Rock Band, so we got to talk about it. Mega Man Timelines, that's the new book hardcover. From Viz, we have Moriarty the Patriot, Volume 20. From Viz, we have The Mortifying Ordeal of Being Seen, Volume 2. Seven Seas is doing Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Volume 23 of the manga adaptation. The anime is currently airing, if you want to check it out, the third season. Square Enix has A Howl of the Heart, Volume 2. Seven Seas has Perfect Edition, Volume 2. And Viz is doing Record of Ragnarok, Volume 19. I'm noticing that with everybody, everyone has a volume out for most of their licenses, if that makes sense. Like Viz, for example, Red River 3-in-1 edition has the 8th volume coming out. Rooster Fighter, one of our favorites, volume 10 is coming out as well. Kodansha has Smells Like Green Spirit, not to be confused with Teen Spirit. Seven Seas is doing The Strange House, Volume 6. Seven Seas is also publishing Sweet Heat Before Falling in Love, The CEO and His Fated Omega, Volume 5. And then one of my most anticipated releases of the year, because I'm a massive Paru Itagaki fan, Taika's Reason, Volume 1 is finally dropping. Next to that, something completely different, but on the not safe for work side, is The Titan's Bride, Volume 9 from Seven Seas. Viz is doing Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, Volume 2. And World Enders, I don't think that's a manga, from Nakama Press. Then on the last week of the month, we have from Yen Press. Get ready, folks. There are a lot of Yen Press titles on the final week. It is insane. Even when I did my video, I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's so many. And it kept going from Yen Press. And I kept saying from Yen Press. We have the 13th Footprint, Volume 3. Adachi and Shimamura, Volume 7. Allmark, Volume 3. Beatrice, Volume 2. Okay. Beneath the Fur, Volume 1. That's a new one. The Bubble Love of the Mermaid, Volume 1. J Novel Club is doing Black Summoner, Volume 8, by the way. Yen Press, Bungo Stray Dogs, Volume 27. Viz has the Castle in the Sky film comic all in one edition. Are you grabbing this one? Because I know you have the other ones.
Yeah.
For the Ghibli stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Chained Soldier, Volume 14 from Yen Press. The Crow's Ballad at Dawn, Yen Press. DN Angel New Edition, Volume 3 from Yen Press. Seven Seas has Dance in the Vampire Bund, Age of Scarlet Order, Volume 18. Tokyo Pop as Deep 3, Volume 3. That's awesome. From Yen Press, The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy, Volume 10. From Yen Press, The Devil is a Part-Timer, Volume 24. That's the last volume of that series, by the way.
Is it?
Yes, it ended on 24. Oh man. From Yen Press, Elden Ring: The Road to the Erd Tree, Volume 9. From Faku, that series over there. From Kodansha, Fruit of the Underworld, Volume 2. From Yen Press, Futari Switch, Volume 3. I'm very simple to please. I get a laugh out of saying this. From Yen Press, The Girl I Saved on the Train Turned Out to Be My Childhood Friend, Volume 11. From Seven Seas, The Great Snake's Bride, Volume 7. Nice. From Tokyo Pop, no. From Yen Press, The Heroic Tale of the Villainous Prince, Volume 3. Here's Orksen, the light novel. If you don't want to read the manga, you can read the light novel there. From Yen Press, I kept pressing the 100 million year button and came out on top, Volume 8. From Yen Press, Imitation, Volume 9. From Yen Press, In Another World with My Smartphone, Volume 16. From Yen Press, A Witch's Life in Mongol, Volume 3. From Viz, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 7, Steel Ball Run, Volume 8. Whew. From Kodansha, Kaijin Fugeki, Kindled Spirits, Volume 4. From Yen Press, Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right, Volume 3. From Yen Press, Liar Liar, Volume 4. From Yen Press, List Rouge, or List Rogue, Volume 1. Sorry. Seven Seas is doing Loving Moondog, Volume 6. Kodansha is doing Luca the Dragon Vet, Volume 1. From my microphone. From Yen Press, Magic Dr. Rex's Perverted Medical Record, Volume 1. From Seven Seas, we have My New Life as a Cat, Volume 14. He's hugging a teddy bear. That's so cute. Kodansha, Omega Majera, Manila, I don't know, Volume 5. Tokyo Pop, On the Job Training, Volume 2. From Yen Press, Once Upon a Witch's Death, Volume 2. That's a light novel. That's a light novel. From Viz, Sakamoto Days, Assassin's Method. From Yen Press, Seeds of Anxiety, Asterisk, Volume 1.
I'm very excited for that one.
Nice. From Kodansha, Shangri-La Frontier, Volume 23. I believe Netflix got the rights for the show, so they're streaming it. If you guys wanted to see it, I had a lot of fun with the anime. I've not read the manga though.
I've been reading the manga, but I have not watched the anime.
Nice. We got, oh, look at that. I forgot about this one. The Shiunji Family Children, Volume 6. I watched the anime. It was a dumpster fire. I was laughing at how stupid it was. From Yen Press, Small Animal-Like Lady is Adored by the Ice Prince, Volume 5. I actually read Volume 1 of that, and it's a lot of fun. From Yen Press, Studio Apartment, Good Lighting, Angel Included, Volume 8. I think that may be the last one, or probably either Volume 8 or 9, something like that. Super Ball Girls, Volume 4.
I have to make an admission with Super Ball Girls. I got Volume 1 and I read that like back when it came out. And then I was like, man, it's been a while since the volume came out. And I got Volume 3 and I read that one. And I was like, I feel like, did I miss something?
Oh, you didn't get Volume 2?
Yeah. So it wasn't until I like read Volume 3 and I was like, you know, you can kind of parse together what happened, but it definitely felt like weird. And I was like, well, it has been a while since I read Volume 1. So I probably just kind of forgot something that happened. That's okay. So I just pushed forward. And then I was putting books away and I put it on and I was like, God damn it. That's why it felt so disjointed. So I have to get Volume 2, fill in the gaps. 2. It's not the most like anything type of series. Like it is what it is. So, you know, it's Doo-Doo did Prison School, right? Like, so you know what to expect.
Right.
So
and it's only 7 volumes, so we don't have to wait too long.
Yeah, a lot of his books are pretty short. So I got to go back and get Volume 2, read that one, reread 3, and then read 4 when it comes out.
It's a really silly premise.
Yeah.
But I love the art. I'm a big fan of Kaneshito's art.
Yeah. No, he's very talented.
Kodansha is doing That's Not Love, Volume 2. Seven Seas has They Are Still Being Shaken This Morning, Volume 2. Yen Press is doing Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Volume 24. Yen Press, I need to get this series because I loved the anime. It was one of my favorites when it was airing. Uncle from Another World, Volume 13. If you are of our age, if you are of Omar's age at very fine condition, you would appreciate a lot of the stuff that happens in Uncle from Another World. They go hard on Sega Saturn, and Master System, and they talk about all the retro games. Sonic is featured. It's a reverse isekai where the uncle, he's in that isekai world and then comes back, and that's when the story starts. So you put the pieces together from his narration, and he's telling his family what happened in that other world. So of course, here on Earth, everyone treats him like a crazy man. But he's a huge gamer, otaku, nerd, whatever. So that was a lot of fun. I highly recommend the show. And then maybe check out the book. Oh, boy. From Seven Seas, Virgin Knight, I Became the Frontier Lord in a World Ruled by Women, Volume 3. Wonder Cats from Seven Seas. Yandere Dark Elf, She Chased Me All the Way from Another World, Volume 5, I believe. That's the last one from Seven Seas, or there might be another one coming out.
On that series, I'm not sure
because it wasn't a long series.
And I don't remember if it popped up. Was Strange Pictures Volume 1 by Titan on there?
Nothing from Titan here.
Okay, so that I think that's the only Titan book for the month, and for some reason they didn't have that on this list. There's probably some stuff from some of the other small publishers too that
I don't see One Piece books either. But that's okay. We can do this. Hold on. Got a cross promo here. Let's go to League of Comic Geeks. And we separate by publisher, and we just click on Titan Titan and blah 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 blah. There's no One Piece? What the heck?
Maybe they just didn't have anything this
month. Right. Titan.
So there's
Strange Pictures, Volume 1, which is a new one. This is based off a famous horror novel. So if you're interested in that, there's the manga adaptation. Craniacs, what the hell? And the return of 3 Exorcism siblings. Okay. Shout out to Viz for seeing the error of their ways and saying, hey, let's bring back Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai and put out the rest of the series. And then Titan did the same because they had only licensed the first 3 volumes of a 10-volume series, which isn't a huge commitment. It's not like you're licensing 30 volumes of something. So now we're getting 3 Exorcism siblings back. I really enjoy this series, so I'm happy to see it return so I can finish collecting it. So yay. Ablaze? No. One Piece? No. Tokyo Pop? I think that's everything.
Did anything from Ablaze pop up on Yadatachi? Because they might have had some stuff since Ablaze. They're back now.
I don't see nothing. Let's go over here. Blaze has Hardstyle Juice, but I don't think that's a.
I don't think that's a manga.
I don't think that's a manga. Miscreant Magnetic Press, and yeah, we are missing. The hell, James? GG Life is a Video Game Volume 1 from Ablaze. That's a manga.
Keep going back.
Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Supposedly Gannibal Volume 5 and GG Live is a Video Game Volume 1. Okay, shout out. I did not know that was a video game or a manga.
I don't think it is.
It's by Giacomo Massi. I don't know. This is a wannabe manga, folks. Get out of here. Boo.
World manga, as some people call it, but they're publishing it under the manga line.
What manga? Manga Mavericks is the one we're missing because they have 1 book, 2 books actually.
Yeah, I was going to mention them as well. And guess what came out? Renjo Desperado is out there now from Denver.
Brother, finally. When was the first time we learned about Renjo?
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
I posted the original announcement tweet in your Discord. It was literally 5 years ago.
Damn. So this is coming out. Hodon of the Closed Country, Volume 1. So by Manga Mavericks Books. Take a look at a preview here. I hope there's nothing not safe for work. I doubt it. It looks interesting. Cool. By Sen. And then this got delayed. This was supposed to come out June, but now it's coming out at the end of July as well. Fish God Volume 1, which is an ongoing. I follow the creator Clona, and they published the cover for Volume 8 or something like that, or 9. And I hope I think they said they wanted to close it out at Volume 10 or something. I don't know. I might have misread. So this one I'm really excited for. It's like a very dark Splatoon. It's giving me Splatoon vibes, but with like Junji Ito. Fish God. So there we go. There it is. There we go. New smudge book, I think. Guys, what the hell?
It was delayed from like a month or 2 ago, so
okay,
that might be why they didn't have it on there. It was the what was it called? Like Mother Don't
Cry, Mama.
Don't be a monster, or whatever. Don't birth a monster, whatever.
Mama, I'm coming home.
And it's we read the. I feel like I read the description. No, I read the description from that I told you last week. I was like, use Yadatachi, and then whatever's not there, James is just gonna throw it all up in the chat anyway.
It's not on here. What the heck? Mad Cave Studios.
I read the description in my last buyer's guide video, and because I remember it would like something about a cow.
Moo moo. Solo Leveling Ragnarok is coming out. Volume 1. Who the hell is Alpha? I don't know these guys. Alpha Police. Have the right to read our books. I did want to talk about it briefly. Seeds of Anxiety is a weird license since it's part 3 of the anthology, but parts 1 and 2 aren't released or licensed. It's an anthology, so it should be fine. Yeah, you should be able to read it just fine, but it is not a complete work. It's part of a larger set, and it's not even the first volume. I thought that was weird.
It's Fuan no Tane, and that one I think was like 3 or 4 volumes, and then Fuan no Tane Plus, and that one's another like 3 or 4 volume series, and then Asterisk.
Yeah,
and that one's still ongoing. So I think that they went after the ongoing one since it is currently happening, and it's not like a ongoing narrative between the series. They're like, we'll get this license right now and then see what happens. But with how much horror that Yen has been doing, I will not be surprised if they get the previous volumes.
Is this the reason we don't get anything from Denpa? Because they They got all the games. Maybe, I don't know.
They said something at their panel about like they moved printing overseas like right when all the stuff with tariffs happened, and that affected cost and stuff.
I'll go back to all the comments. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, that affected cost and stuff like that, and it affected their ability to actually produce their books, and so that's why they have done nothing. The Renjo Desperado is their first release of this year.
They were supposed to come out with there was one collection for next month. I can't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get delayed. So, what's Kingdom? I don't know. I don't own it, so I can't talk about it. I hope Titan speeds up on releasing Sanda. I think Volume 4 drops September, if I remember correctly, or October.
I would
Sanda,
not on it.
Yeah, Sanda worth picking up. I have all the B stars. Let's go. But I haven't heard too many good things about Sanda. The problem with Sanda, look at that with the thumbs down. Problem with Sanda is, which I mentioned in my first impressions video, it is such a niche plot. It's very, I mean, it's not the most difficult thing in the world to sell to people, but compared to B-Stars, you go anthropomorphic animals, think like Zootopia, but it's darker, whatever, and you get a clear image and you go, okay, I'm game. For Sanda, I have to explain so many things before I get to what the hell the book is about that I think it might be a turnoff for some people out there. So I don't, it's not too crazy to think that you would see not so good things about it. There's a decline in birthing, whatever. It's like global warming, so now it's colder. The main girl, everybody has stopped believing in Santa Claus and Christmas or whatever. The Christmas spirit is dead. I don't know. And the main girl, her friend is missing. They think she died or was murdered or something, but she believes she was kidnapped, so she's recruiting Santa. But then you find out that Santa Claus is still around because he's from a long line of descendants, and the current holder, think like Shazam, of or Captain Marvel. See what I mean? There's a lot of steps for me to get to what the hell we're talking about with Sanda. Maybe that's why Viz skipped it. I don't know. I like it because I am a huge fan of Paru, but what do you think?
I think it's a lot of fun, but it's not comparable to almost like anything else that she's done. Right. Because it is very much more of a typical shonen. It's, you know, it's got action and whatnot, as opposed to when you look at B-Stars or any of her other stuff that we've gotten so far in English. But if you're just looking at B-Stars, it's such a departure, because B-Stars is a lot different for a shonen title than what you typically get. Sanda leans into your action adventure, and it's a lot of fun. I really like Volume 3. I read it a couple weeks ago. I really enjoyed that volume in particular, but it's not like anything else that Paru does. So I feel like people, if they have negative to say, it may be because they went in with the impression that you're going to get more of the same narratively.
Yeah. Did you know that Paru played herself in Sanda? Itagaki Sensei is based off of her with almost the full chicken mask. Anime, whatever, manga. I just wanted to point out that we have an almost complete bibliography in English for Paru Itagaki. The only thing we're missing are the one-shots. So my hope, my dream is that after this year, Viz will publish similar to Drip Drip, maybe make it like Paru Itagaki story collection or something like that, and you can include Miss Universe, Arabian Night, this Kappa story, which I can't remember the English name for it, but I did read it. Iruma-kun, not happening. Paru no Graffiti, that one's biographical, and that's it. So those 4, maybe you can include them in a little manga volume. Doesn't have to be a larger trim, but I would very much enjoy that. And we are getting Taika's Reason and the Horny Ghost manga. What's the English name for it? Witching Hour.
The Iruma-kun probably just come from Kodansha at some point.
Right. Whenever Kodansha gets to it, because these were in an anthology series for Iruma-kun.
Yeah,
so maybe they'll do it, and I'll probably get it just to say that I have a complete Paru set.
They've already got a 3rd Iruma-kun series coming in English, so I don't think it's crazy to expect that they do everything else.
This one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this short story. Not going to say what it was about, but they're fun. And this one surprised me a lot. This one's really good. It's a quirky story about this girl that meets a Kappa monster. It doesn't have what you're thinking about when you think of Kappa does not happen in this, but it's still good. I like it. So there it is. Or another closed thingy. Thank you. I've seen copies of Renjo Desperado floating around.
Yeah, they finally made the debut like last week at the convention.
James, you posted these separately, and I thought you were saying, here's my train of thought. Alpha Police books are possibly the greatest, and then I realized, oh, you're typing the name of the book. Possibly the Greatest Alchemist of All Time, Volume 1, A Gatherer's Adventure in Isekai, Volume 1, May I Ask for One Final Thing, Volume 1. Okay, shout out. I think Ultra Heaven Volume 3 came out at the beginning of this month, but maybe it was the end of last month. I forget since I had it pre-ordered. I think Ultra Heaven Volume 3 just went up for pre-order. Okay.
So is it out or is it up for pre-order? Because I just periodically like look online.
Thank you. Story collection. Let's go. And the Drip Drip manga has the origin of Sanda traces back to a short story called Whitebeard and Boobs, which is a weird one shot about Santa Claus in a brothel. I think it was a brothel or a motel, something.
It is Ultra Heaven 3 is now shipping per Last Gasp's website, but it's not yet available at the big retailers.
And last but not least, on the topic of Paru no Graffiti is 28 chapters, but they're like one-page chapters. So it's just another one-shot. It's about her family growing up. 2 older sisters, mom and dad. And for some reason, Legoshi appears in the manga as a background character. Of course he does. So yeah, there it is. Let me scroll back to see if we have any questions that I missed.
Is her dad just like working on Baki the whole time?
Probably. I grew up with Sonic Riders games. Turns out nobody likes them. I did not play those games when they came out. I got to be honest. I don't care too much for Sonic Riders for the racing stuff until recently. I have my Switch here. Hold on. I wanted to show everybody this. Here's my Switch 2. I got for Prime Day, I think it was. I got the Sonic racing game for cheap. considering Switch 2 titles are a little bit more expensive than regular Switch plus tax and whatever. That's close to like 70 something dollars. And I got the game for 40, which I thought was a steal, and I went ahead and picked it up. So, oh, you can't see that. Sorry. You can barely see it. There it is. Sonic Racing Crossroads. I've been playing it. It's a lot of fun. And I played the other day with my little cousin, Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart. He hadn't played it before, so we had a lot of fun with that too. Of course, I had to beat him at the game. Come on now. Let me show you something real quick in the game. I'm very excited for this Sonic game, the racing game, because of the Evangelion DLC and the Godzilla one as well. I'm looking forward to that. Here's some of the cinematics at the beginning. Sort of see it right there. Why would these characters need to drive cars? I have no idea, but it's badass.
That's why Sonic R is the best one.
There you go.
Because they're just running, but they're running very slow. But they're still running. Like they're
still running. Yeah.
It makes more sense than anything else.
This game's a lot faster than Mario Kart. They're both good in my opinion. But yeah, it's a different experience. I've only played Mario Kart games before for the kart racing. So this was very fun to get into for the first time. I'm opening a bunch of DLCs. Oh my god, okay. Because I was so late to the game. They've been releasing multiple free characters along with like season pass characters. So I unlocked them yesterday and I forgot to do some other things. And now it's just a bunch of pop-up ads for gifts and art for the game. The thing I wanted to show you, okay. So we go. This is crazy. Okay, hold on. I'm getting too excited. We're talking about Sonic again. Jesus. This is the current select screen, character screen. I'm using II at the moment from Super Monkey Ball, one of my favorite Sega games. But look at that roster, dude. That is crazy. Can you make that out? You got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream, Big the Cat, which I know you love, Jim Joe. Oh, yeah. Silver, Blaze, you got Shadow, Rouge, Omega, you got Team Chaotix without Mighty, rest in peace. The Ghoulies from Sonic Colors, whatever the hell their names are. You got Robotnik with his goons. You got the Sonic Riders, and you got some of the IDW characters there, like Tangle or whatever the hell. And then vintage classic Sonic, Dreams from Sega Saturn. And then the other Yakuza characters, Joker from Persona 5, II, the Puyo Puyo character, Red from Angry Birds, and Hatsune Miku. You can't see the other ones, which are like Pac-Man, there's Mega Man, TMNT, Avatar, SpongeBob. It's crazy. Minecraft. And when I click on the vehicles, I was not expecting this. Customized machine. Okay, hold on. You can paint the vehicle however you like. You can put decals on your vehicle. And this is insane. I've never seen this before. Let's see if I can show it properly. Take a look at the decals that you can choose from. Let me see if I can zoom in. Come on, camera. Do your thing, dude. Dang it. It was working fine. Oh, it's not zooming in properly. It's a little bit too bright. Sorry about that, folks. But it has Okay, blah blah blah. You can put decals for Air Asia, Alienware, Asus, Republic of Gamers, whatever the hell that is, Beyblade X, some rice curry thing from Japan. There's a cat called Demanyan. He's like I think it's like a DoorDash or something from Japan. There's Sukinori Donpen, which is a penguin, and he's doing a collab here with Sonic. Ichiran, I don't know what that is. Kuda Revolving Sushi Bar. I hope these are actual places in Japan. That would be great.
Kura is a chain restaurant. We have several of them here.
Let's see if you can spot it. There it is, Kuda.
Collaborations with things, and basically you when you eat your meal, you slip the plates.
Oh, and you get a little thingy. Oh, okay, like, I know about that. Yeah.
You eat like 10 plates, then they give you a prize. And so like every however many plates, they give you a prize. I have somewhere on my desk, or maybe it's in my desk now, I had a little JJK figurine that I got from Akura.
Oh, now you can see it. They got Haichu, Lenovo, MSI. It keeps getting crazier. Puma, the shoe company. Look at that. There's the logo right there for Puma. Razer, Samsung. I kid you not. Here's Samsung. You can sort of see it. Samsung right there. Some other stuff I don't know about. Fogo de Chao, which I'm assuming this is like Brazilian. Five Guys is in here. And one of the stranger ones, you can get decals for Funko Pops. So in the world, in the universe for Sonic the Hedgehog, they have Funko Pops of these characters. There's Knuckles with the cowboy hat and Supersonic. And the one decal I have on the car, just for the hell of it, is can you see it? Yeah. Right.
Is that Dr. Squatch?
Yes. There it is.
I bought a bar of One Piece flavored soap from Dr. Squatch. It smells like shit. So I didn't buy it to use it. I bought it for the novelty of
the curiosity. Right, yeah.
I bought it for the fact that like anytime I see some crazy One Piece related merch or collaborative thing, I just remember, 20 plus years ago when I started reading One Piece, and I wanted One Piece stuff. I wanted toys and like shirts and whatever, and it just didn't exist. And now there's One Piece soap. So I bought it just to kind of have that as a novelty, and so that I could think about that. But it smells terrible.
I just realized, let me zoom in. This is V-Ron illustration by the late Akira Toriyama. What the hell is happening in this game, folks? We got Akira Toriyama art on a Sonic racing game. So yeah, this is pretty crazy. I'm really excited to check out all the stuff, and the music and everything is from the different games. Like you can actually play the Angry Birds music while you're racing around the multiverse. That's crazy. Mario Kart wishes he had that sponsorship from Lenovo. Come on now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of feels like actual racing where they just everyone has
sponsors.
It's just product placement after product placement after product.
Oh man.
And as far as product placement for us, InStockTraits.com.
I got it. Let's
That's
go,
what we
dude.
would have if one of us was racing. We'd have the big like logo, the planet,
Oh hell yeah.
right on the front of the right on the hood of the car, and we remind people that they can buy all the manga that we talked about on this stream and more for great discount prices, free shipping within the US after you spend $50 or more, discount extra 2% loyalty discount if you order within 8 days of your previous order, fantastic packaging, fantastic customer service, instocktrades.com.
Heck yeah, thank you. Get out of here. Got it. Whew. Hey, Munin, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. I know it's morning over there. Shout out. That's a crazy amount. Republic of Gamers is a gaming brand. Gotcha. Thank you. Enjoying insomnia, and my brain is not fully awake but refuses to sleep. Oh, brother. I got to race to get them deals. This is a strange collection of decals. It's like they had no filter on what to let in. Exactly. It's that chaotic nature that makes me love the game. I'm still exploring everything, but it's fun. I like it a lot. And I am planning on getting the DLC because I do want to get all the characters.
They're probably shotgunned out there, and we're like, who wants to sponsor?
Literally outside the game and inside the game.
They're like, who wants to buy ad space in our game?
Right. Yeah.
And Puma was like, we're in.
We're in, baby. Just finished Dracula. Whoa, the movie was fine, I guess. LMAO. It looked great, but as a whole, I was kind of like, meh. Okay. Like, look at that. We're still live. Jesus. Although we're on our way out, so sorry. Whew. The movie's a good summary of the book. You know what I want to do? I need to go to a bookstore. I want to buy all those famous books that are based on pop culture nonsense that I enjoy. So like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Dracula, blah blah blah. So I want to own those books.
There's so many editions out there that you can, especially, I don't know if there's a Barnes and Noble in Puerto Rico, but
they're no, not yet.
Then I'm not sure.
We don't have a lot of bookstores, unfortunately. There's one next to my work station. It's there. It's like a minute. I just need to hop on a car, climb a little hill, and then I'm at the mall, and it's right there. But when I leave, I just want to leave the area completely. I could care less about going to the mall. So every time I leave, I'm like, I want to go to the bookstore. I can't. I'm too tired. Whatever. I just want to race back home, and I never go. So maybe one day, maybe tomorrow, out of the blue, I'll go in and come out with Dracula and Frankenstein.
The last time I went to Barnes and Noble, we were looking at a bunch of the different editions of specifically Dracula was what I kept seeing. And there are a lot of really nice ones. There are some that are like illustrated versions that have really cool pictures in there. So that would be good for like me. And then they have like the Barnes and Noble has their own like classic, like literary classics library hardcovers. It's like you have a million options, not literally, but you have like dozens of options for each of those.
Right. Yeah.
For Bram Stoker's Dracula and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and then like was it H.G. Wells' Invisible Man, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's tons of options, no shortage.
Oh yeah.
Or you can just buy the Skybound Universal Monsters comic books.
I'm still hoping they will do a box set for them. That's my thing. I would get a like a thin box set chipboard or something. Sorry, folks. I wanted to see if I could find the decals online. Oh, here they are. Okay. Found them. That's crazy. Let me show this one last thing and then we can go. StreamYard. StreamYard. I hate you. Yeah, you can see the logos here a little bit better. It's crazy that they're all in the game. Haichu. And then I don't know what this dragon's about, but this is illustrated by Akira Toriyama. V-Ron, I think it said. V-Ron.
I would
No idea.
I'd probably do Haichu because I eat a lot of Haichu.
I currently have the Sasquatch thing on the hood of my car, just for the hell of it. But I might add Haichu and the Puma one as well. I'm gonna race with hundreds of stickers. I want to be insufferable when people see me online.
Cover the entire car.
Yes. Shout out. There's more. You know what? I don't own the Jurassic World, the Jurassic Park novels, Lost World and Jurassic Park. There's a expensive edition. I think there's one edition at Barnes and Noble that has the two novels in one, sort of like an omnibus. And there's another one that has like really gorgeous artwork for the dinos. I want to get those. We'll see. Anywho, Jim Joe, what you got going on? Where can the people find you on the internet when you're out here with us, goofing and gabbing?
I had on my channel last week the live stream, so if anyone wants to check out how to play the Delicious in Dungeon game and see Gio and myself and Colleen and Bean Queenie just playing the game and having fun, you can check that out. Not long prior to that, I also did a haul video, so you can catch up with stuff that I'm have been picking up. And I will pretty soon have the buyer's guide for this month. I'm just kind of recovering from the busy birthday weekend and stuff like that, but it's going to be another busy weekend, so we'll see what happens there. But that's what I got coming up immediately, and then eventually I'll get out my reviews for the Witch Hat hardcover, which I think is somewhat timely because it's back in stock now. So, and 2 is coming out somewhat soon, I think next month or something. And then the Mahjong Pros stuff, I'll be doing.
Ooh, I need to see you play Mahjong on the video.
If I like actually understand how to play it, which I think I do, but now I need to get Go. I'm gonna get a Go board and then learn how to play that.
You could do a retro review on Hikaru no Go and then play Go while talking about the series.
I'll just play Go while talking about Mahjong manga.
Confused people.
Shoot, I did
you don't know which route you're attacking.
Oh no.
Oh man. So that's nice. You can follow me on my thing, Manga Geekdom. I put out a video on the new number 1s that came out this month, and I should have a review next week, either Monday or Wednesday. And then some other stuff that I can't talk about just yet because they are still in my head. I have not recorded anything. So that's it. Thank you, everybody, for and the Discord. If you want to join, I'd appreciate it. We have a lot of fun over there. We'd love to see you there. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Fantastic stream as always. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Tomorrow is Friday. Be kind to one another and hug your pets. Learn Go by reading Hikaru no Go. Let's go. Let's go, fam. We're going out of here. So thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. God bless. Stay safe out there. We'll catch you on the next one. We're ending the stream in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.